Hello everyone, welcome back to Outriders. Starting off on this, it's not my image, it was sent to me through an Xbox message. This is someone's character. I'd like you to see that they just have their head. They restarted their game, nothing changed, it's still just their head. They sent the image and stuff to Square Enix. The response they got from those were, "We'll look into it for you." That's literally all they were told by Square Enix, is that, "We're sorry, you're just going to have to look at your head until we can be bothered to get round to it. We have so much stuff to fix in our fully released product." Another thing, I'm actually going to try and break the game. I tried doing this before, it didn't work, but there's been a couple of new things that have been brought to my attention on how to actually get this to break. So, this fantastic expedition, known as Stargrave, is very likely to block your progression. And I've had 3 people talk to me about this. One person sent me a video on Twitter, so I know it's actually a thing. Another person mentioned it in a comment. And then someone else mentioned in a comment, it's apparently if you take too long. So they want you to, like, as well as putting timers on this, yeah, they're forcing players into trying to speedrun stuff or whatever. But besides that, if you're not fast enough, they will not let you progress. This was not an issue at launch. I've played this expedition and taken a very long time, and it's only been noticed by players ever since they have said they're going to work on the knockback for the enemies for this expedition. They constantly, I actually believe they're constantly doing stuff to this game, because there are so many rumours going around of stealth nerfs and legendary drop rates being stealth nerfed and all this sort of stuff. It wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't put it past them to actually do this sort of stuff. But what we're going to do is no high tier or anything. We're going to jump in. I'm just going to put it on like tier 6. I'm going to have to take off my trousers because, you know, this is the game that you take off your trousers and you have a better time against lower level enemies. What we're going to do is I'm going to make it as quick as I can to this first sort of barricade as you progress through Stargrave. So not this one that starts it, the very first one that is in here. So if we push through this, I mean, I might die. Who knows what's going to happen in this bloody game. And this might not work. If it doesn't work, I'll put a video up and show that it actually happens. The video I was sent on Twitter, but if it does work, then you'll see from my own gameplay. So I'm kind of really hoping that this does actually break. There was so much potential for this game. And it's just, players are dropping off the game every single day. The restorations all over the place. They're not actually properly working on this game. A lot of the bugs in this game would have been more excusable. I'm not saying that there's any excuse for them, but there would have been more of a reason if they released it as a live service or released it as early access or something, and they put a 25 or 35 pound price tag. If they actually sold it as AA, instead of telling everyone it's AA but putting a AAA price tag on it, then all of this would have been like a little bit more excusable. I'm not saying there's any excuse for it at all, but I'm saying it would have been better off for the devs and publishers if they didn't just lie to everyone. Okay, so we've got a few enemies left, and what we're going to do is finish off this last guy. Ta-da! So, this area here, we can clear the way. Nothing wrong with it. I can do that. It opens up. Ta-da! Now what I'm going to do is just run back here, pause, I'm going to retry. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to start this. I'm going to clear out a few enemies. I'm going to make this take 5 minutes. Someone has said it's anything over like 4:15, 4:20 or something like that. But I'm going to force this area to last over 4.5, 5 minutes. And then we'll see if that lets me actually clear the path. Let's see if I can progress. I mean, that's providing I survive. See, another problem is I don't know platform that people are playing on that this is happening to or anything like that. I've literally just tried doing it on Xbox. Another thing that's been pointed out to me as well, I think it's the Technomancer turret or something like that. I don't know which class it is. But one of the turrets, if you place it too close to your friends, the thing just drops through the ground. It just goes straight through the floor. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to do it like quite far away from your friends, like the other people you're playing with. And another thing is, there's more and more people that are being affected by the griefers kicking before the loot drop at the end of expeditions. And what have PCF and Square Enix said? Nothing! We have to talk about this stuff internally, although we haven't spoken about it just yet. Okay, it's been very close to 5 minutes. This should be the last sort of group of enemies. I have a feeling it's not going to happen to me. As if I survive this last bit, what is going on? No, it's working. I don't get it. Why is it working on Xbox? I waited until after 5 minutes. Okay, as much as I would have loved to show you through my own gameplay, I can't because it's not affecting me. I did try reproducing the issue. So I don't know, like I still don't know if it's time based or anything like that. I'm literally just going to back out of this, put my trousers back on, get rid of the rest of that loot. So what I'll do now is, whilst I'm doing all this, I'll show you guys the clip I was sent on Twitter. Obviously I've shown you the picture of the player that has just their character's head and they can't see anything else in the game. But this is what it looks like when you can't actually clear the path. You can't continue with the expedition. And I just don't understand how it's become a thing. I've never seen any reports of it up until recently. And I've had 3 come in over the last couple of days. So if you guys can you test out Stargrave on different tiers and with on different platforms and stuff, and see if you can have see if you can encounter the progression blocker. And just let me know what platform and stuff and what tier you're playing on. Because there's literally nothing else I can do to try and force it. And it would have been nice to be able to show it from my own gameplay. But obviously the only thing I can do is just show the footage from people that have actually experienced it. I'm kind of gutted that I couldn't reproduce it. I mean, we could have had a little laugh about it. But you've seen the gameplay. You've seen the picture of the player with no body. They've literally just got a head. And I've spoken about a couple of other problems in this video, so we're going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. And I hope you guys enjoyed it.